I'd just like to express my regrets at the demolition of the Pudu Jail wall, one of the few heritage sites in Kuala Lumpur. And it is said that a building that is built, a historic building that is built in 1895, is torn down to make way for commercial development. I'd like to remind the federal government that you cannot buy heritage. Once it is destroyed, nothing can return it back. Look at the experience of some countries, like Singapore, when they tore down their heritage buildings to make way for modern skyscrapers. Now I think that if they are given an opportunity to do it again, they will have retained many of these heritage buildings. But no matter how much money you have in the world, you will never get it back. Remember, you can buy a lot of things. Money can buy a lot of things. Money cannot buy love, nor time. Money cannot buy love, nor can you buy time. 1895, 115 years, destroyed in a matter of seconds. I think this is sad, and we hope that the new management in UDA can appreciate that if you want to talk about soft power, soft infrastructure, under the 10 Malaysian plan, where they say around increase the investments from 18% to around 40%, you must have your cultural assets in place. Malaysia wants to become a civil society. To become a civil society, you must first be a civilized nation. To be a civilized nation, you must take care and protect your cultural assets. And even though Pudu prison, the government claims that this is a site that we have nothing to be proud of. True, it is a prison, but yet it represents how a prison was in the past. I know if you go and see the cells, as one ex-prisoner say, 6 persons packed in a small cell like a sardine, with the toilet facilities inside. I think we all can understand that this does not reflect well on Malaysia's human rights treatment record of prisoners. But it is still part of our past and part of our heritage. So, once again, we would like to remind the federal government that money is not everything. If it is a private property, there's nothing we can do, yes, we will not blame the government. But when this property belongs to the federal government, at least retain part of it so that the wall still exists. You look at the Great Wall of China. Do they tear down the Great Wall of China to make way for commercial development? Retain the wall. The longest mural painting in the world is now no more. It used to be in the Guinness Book of World Records, now it's no more. Is that something that we are proud of? That's why I think YB Fung Kui Lun will be interviewed by the BBC afterwards. Even international attention is highlighted on the wall. Because if we as a nation do not know how to preserve and protect our cultural heritage, it does not reflect well on every one of us. So here, on behalf of the DAP, we want to express our regrets and our disappointment at the failure of the government, or at the wrong sense of priority placed by the government, where they value money and commercial interests more than at least preserving part of the heritage. We hope that what is demolished can be stopped so that it can be retained. There's nothing that we can do. I mean, for us, if it's in Penang, then of course we can stop the development by of course not approving the plans unless you conform to heritage requirements. But since this is a project by UDA, so I'm sure they have got all the necessary approvals and green light. But I think it can be, they can complement each other. You look at foreign countries, that you can have development, but you can also retain the heritage aspects by complementing and supplementing each other. It need not be mutually exclusive, that you have to destroy one in order to replace a modern development. I think it can complement and supplement each other.